Unlikely heroes band together to steal the plans for the Death Star. Let's talk about Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And with this film, we see Jyn Erso team up with a group of rebels and Cassian and Andor to steal the Death Star plans. And this film takes place right before A New Hope. And this was the first Star Wars spin-off film that they did. It is a really good one. We see Felicity Jones as Jyn Erso, Diego Luna as Cassian Andor, Alan Tudyk as K2SO, and we also get Ben Mendelsohn, Mads Mikkelsen, Donnie Yen, Riz Ahmed, Jiang Wang, and Forrest Whitaker. And we do see Forrest Whitaker play this character from the Clone Wars saga era, and that's a pretty cool connection between the two. But also with this film, we do see some characters from the prequel trilogy, such as Genevieve O'Reilly back as Mon Mothma, whose roles got cut from Revenge of the Sith, who later on played a big role in Andor, and Jamie Smits as Bail Organa. At the time, this was pretty much their first time playing them in years, and it was great to see them again in this film after all those years. We see Ben Mendelsohn play this Imperial director, and he gives a powerful performance. I do believe he plays great villain. And with this, Felicity Jones, Jyn Erso sees a standout. There's a mystery with her character, and there's a lot going on with her character, and I do believe that she plays her perfectly well. And Cassian and K2SO, they have amazing dynamic with one another. I need like a buddy cop film with those two. K2SO is probably one of the best droids in Star Wars, and Cassian Andor, he is probably one of the coolest characters in Star Wars. Honestly, just all of the characters just stood out in this, especially Donnie Yen's Sarut. Donnie Yen just kicked a lot of Stormtrooper ass in this, and that was epic. And with this film, seeing the Death Star, seeing the destruction that the Death Star can cause, I do believe that it showed that off very well. And it is interesting to see how the Rebellion are at this time, as this is right before A New Hope, but then again, this is pretty much right after all of the seasons of Rebels. And with this film, we see a lot of nods and references leading to A New Hope that we pretty much see in A New Hope with some characters, some cameos. We do get Tarkin in this film. He is pretty much CGI'd to show Peter Cushing's face. At the time, it looked good, but it was something that could have probably looked better now. But one thing that was epic with this film is Darth Vader. Even though Darth Vader is in this for a little bit of time, whenever he shows up on screen, his presence is known. To which he has probably one of the best lines and one of the best fights ever. That hallway scene featuring Darth Vader is epic. One of the best Vader scenes. And with this film, I do believe that it was a perfect connection to A New Hope, showing what leads to A New Hope. And I do believe that A New Hope takes place about 10 minutes right after this film. Some minor flaws is that I do wish they would have done some different things with these characters so we could have gotten more of them. Because I really liked Jyn Erso, I really like Cassian Andor, and I would just love to get a lot more of them. Overall, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story is a great Star Wars film. It has great characters, great action, great battles, and a great Darth Vader moment. It perfectly leads to A New Hope. But what are your thoughts on Rogue One? Let me know in the comments below, and follow